What do marketers, HR people, and coaches have in common? I bet you've never asked yourself that question. Well, they all need to understand how different people and different groups of people get motivated in order to work well with them. Marketers need to be able to attract people to products and services. HR people need to match people with the right position and make sure there's a good fit. And coaches need to understand what motivates people when they have issues, what motivates them when they have outcomes, what the difference between those two things are. And by the way, coaches also need to get better at attracting the right kinds of clients. Hi, my name is Shelley Rose Charvet, and I'm the author of Words That Change Minds. The third edition is out now, and it's in over 20 different languages. And I'm here to talk to you about Words That Change Minds, which is based on the language and behavior profile, the lab profile for short. If you've studied NLP, you've heard of meta programs, and you've probably heard of me. I've done a lot of NLP training around the world to teach people how to use the lab profile to understand what motivates people, to figure out what you need to do to get people to want to get on your bus, and then how to take them somewhere useful. It's all based on these below conscious motivations called the motivation triggers from the language and behavior profile, or the NLP meta programs. I do a lot of consulting work with companies. Recently, I worked with Volvo to help them understand these unconscious motivation triggers that were driving their customers with the new products and services that they're offering. I work with a lot of large companies and small companies, and the whole purpose is improve understanding and then improve impact. Now, I've got a program for you. If you're a coach, if you work in HR, if you work in marketing, if you're a trainer, the language and behavior profile, the lab profile online practitioner certification may be exactly what you're looking for. So you can take your whole practice, your whole business, all your work to the very next level and beyond. So one of the things we know for sure is how I'm motivated is not how all those other people are motivated. And another thing that we've been able to prove is that all of our motivations are contextual. So yes, personality profiles help, but the lab profile is in a context, which means that what motivates someone when they're having a problem and they need to find a coach will be very different than what's motivating them when they want to make a career change or find a new job or buy a product and service. So if you have the means to understand what's motivating people, you don't inadvertently use the wrong language. I mean, inadvertently use language that motivates you that may not attract or help you work with your target market. So think about this, coaches. If you want to be certified as a lab profile practitioner, which will give you the ability to do profiling in different contexts so that you can understand your market or the person you're working with, you have right in front of you, you will understand the influencing language, which means what are the language structures that people need to get on your bus? How do you deal with people who are not really easily convinced and they're very skeptical? Well, guess what? Skepticism is a combination of patterns at a below conscious level. And once you know that, you can establish rapport and credibility and trust by demonstrating that you get what's motivating that person by using language and behavior that matches. So in this program, you'll have the full, complete language and behavior profile. That is 6 motivation triggers, 8 productivity or working traits, as we say, which is how a person operates in different contexts, whether they prefer big picture or detail, what kind of human environment are they the most productive in, how they get convinced about things, how they respond to stress. All of those are in the working traits. The motivation traits will tell you whether somebody's trying to get away from a problem or they have a goal. And this is particularly important for marketing, HR, and coaches too. Most people are looking for solutions to problems when they are looking for a coach. So if a coach is using all goal-oriented language, chances are they're not at the right bus stop for their clients. Marketers, what problems do your people need to solve? Well, it's not only identifying the problem, it's using the correct language. If you use goal-oriented language, again, for people who are trying to figure out how to get rid of a problem or solve something big, you may be mismatching them. So let me tell you about this online program. You study on your own time. The program is designed to be done over 9 weeks. So it means you need to allocate an hour to an hour and a half each week. And the best way to do that is to stick it into your schedule, in your calendar, so that you have a date with yourself for learning. You do the hour, hour and a half each week, which will introduce to you a number of the patterns, show you how to practice the exercises so that you can get very adept at picking up the patterns, not only by asking the questions, but listening and hearing them in conversation and seeing them in people's behavior. You'll also be able to learn the influencing language that enables you to go to their bus stop and more effectively get people to want to get on your bus and actually get on your bus. Also, you'll have 6 profiles at the end of the program. They are videotaped. You listen to someone asking the questions and you watch someone answering the questions. You score them where you think they are on the different patterns in the downloadable profiling sheet, and then you enter them and they get marked. If you have most of them correct, can't remember the exact criteria, if you have most of them correct, you receive your certification as a lab profile practitioner. The lab profile practitioner enables you to coach using the lab profile, enables you to use it with your clients. If you're in marketing, you'll be able to up your hiring game in HR because you'll know how to profile a position and use language to attract the right candidates and then evaluate the right candidates. As a coach, you will know how to identify what are the issues at a below conscious level, the patterns that are holding those issues in place, and what are the patterns of someone when they are going to be successful at meeting their goals. You'll also have great indication of how to change your marketing material in your website, perhaps, so that you attract the right people. Because when you attract the wrong people, they don't work well with you. You want to attract people who are likely to want to work in the way that you want to work and are likely to get a result. So they'll send you other people. The learning portal is set up so that any comments or any questions you make, I get them directly and can answer them. So you schedule time with yourself, but you also get time with me because I see your questions and your comments and get back to you directly. So the program is about 9 weeks long. We give you 12 weeks because it's important, if you start the program, keep going so that you don't forget what you learned before you do the next thing. If after 12 weeks you think, oh, I haven't had time to finish it, you just send me an email and we restart it again, we reopen it again, and you can go through it. You can have access to the whole program at once, or you can say, no, just give me a drip each module each week. You decide how you want to do this. So if you've been thinking, well, gee, I really would like to learn something new. I want to do it in an interactive way. I want to be able to master what I'm learning so that I can take my business and my practice to a whole new level. This program might be for you. The next step after this program is to come and work with me live online at the Lab Profile Consultant Trainer Coach certification. So you need this certification before you can get certified to train other people in the methodology. You get all of the slides in the program that you can download. You also get a workbook that you can download and the profiling sheet that you can download so that you can use that to practice. There's lots of practical exercises, lots of demonstrations in the program. So when you think about all of the people you would like to have more impact, is that your clients? Is that your family? Is that your colleagues? Is that your boss? Who would you like to have more impact with? Who do you have in your life for whom the relationships aren't as good as they could be? This program is going to help you understand what's driving people and how to have a better relationship, how to solve some of the conflicts based on thinking differently and getting motivated differently. So I welcome you on this course. Let me know if you have any questions. Just click on the link and I hope to see you there.